Well, we're out and about on the canals, as you do Saturday morning. Not sure how this video is going to work with the wind. It's quite windy today. Just thought I'd try and get a first vlog, as they call them, out there on Facebook and whatever, to really supplement and sort of back up the initial weeks bits and pieces I've been putting on there regarding the 496. Basically, for those of you who haven't yet liked the page, seen the page, seen any of the posts, some of you may never will get to see it. Some of you may not be interested at all, but for those who are and who've helped me in the past and supported me in the past, basically, close friends, family, they know the sort of thing that I like to do, to challenge myself personally. When you challenge yourself personally, other people get affected. Many other people get affected when I decide that I want to do something. So I do have to bear that in mind with the sort of, is the word grandeur scale of anything that I may be planning or thinking about doing. You know, it hasn't been too long that I was thinking of, although I did the virtual version of Land's End to John O'Groats this year, there was a time, and it's still in the back of my head, that one day I may do the actual thing. But like I said to some of the trotters, some of my other running buddies and friends over the years, the logistics of trying to get something like that together would be a nightmare, really. But we digress from that. What we need to really tell you is, again, just as a supplement to what I've put on this week, is the 496. What's it about? Over the next 2 months, I'm going to try and put some insight into why I do these sort of things, what this particular thing means to me, try and answer some of the questions that I put on the promo video, and they were all questions that came into my head when I thought, yeah, there's a challenge there, I can do that, but can I really do that? And although I've got sort of self-belief, quite a lot of it, the miles that are involved with doing this, you know, I know some athletes, not that I'm still calling myself an athlete, but you know, it's a drop in the hat, sort of 500 miles in a month. But for Joe Blogs, it's quite a task, and the whole idea isn't so much, I never knew the mileage until I asked Mrs. G to sort of work it out from the sort of bright spark light bulb moment that I had when you could gather with family one evening about running a month. To which she said, "What do you mean running a month?" She said, "You've run a month before." Technically, yeah, I've run a month. I sort of ran different distances for a whole month just to see if I could do it. It was a couple of years ago. She says, "Well, that's not really a challenge then, is it?" So partly she's to blame. So what I said was, well, let's pick. Originally it was going to be December, but really don't want to be running on some of those days over the holiday break. And to make the challenge that little bit bigger, why not go for January winter months, and it's got 31 days in it. So basically, I seem to be like dragging it out now. What I intend doing, or attempting to do, is to run the whatever date I decide to run on in January, which will be every day obviously. I will run the corresponding miles to that date. So for example, if I run on January the 4th, which by the way is my mum's birthday, I'll run 4 mile. If I run on January the 21st, I'll run 21 mile. So there you have it, in sort of elongated nutshell. So I do like to tell a story. Let's just stop and spin you around. There you go, it's a nice setting, isn't it? Yeah, basically what I intend doing is to run every day in January those particular miles corresponding to that date in January, and accumulate those miles as we go through. So January the 1st 1 mile, January the 2nd 2 mile, that's 3 altogether. January the 3rd, that's 3 mile, so it's 6 mile in total. So I think it's somewhere around 40 mile towards the end of the week, but what it sort of boils down to is the very last week, when we're in the high 20s, I'm literally running a marathon every day for 7 days, which, you know, I've done daft things like that before, but not on the back of doing all those other miles preceding those dates. And this is all while I'm actually still going to work. I don't think I'll be having any time off unless it's a couple of odd days. So we're going to be doing it sort of the shorter miles before work, the longer miles after work. But they've all got to be done on that day. They can't be split up. For example, if I'm running 25 mile on the 25th of January, I can't do 5 mile in the morning and then 20 mile at night. I've got to be doing it all in one slot. So there you go. A bit long-winded to get there, but that's the whole idea. And like I say, over the next few weeks, few months leading up to that, get you involved with some of the training, hopefully get you involved with some of the running as well, those who want to do it, because, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of support, especially saying those longer miles. So anybody who fancies doing a few mile, doing a 10k on the back of maybe one of my 20 milers, you're more than welcome to join me. But we can get all that out there and arrange something of that as we go through the next few months. So for now, I'm going to carry on with my run, let you enjoy your weekend, as murky and as dull as it's looking at the moment, and I'll be in touch. Thanks very much.